Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. The Rockets will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Kentucky's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly... capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Back to the ground with the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
So Toledo's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where you're. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. It's ball. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The field goal is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to pass. It's Gleason. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Flips it out on the screen. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Rockets will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Punch it out of the air. Wide open spaces. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lift, but he did get the first down. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. To the 30.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Law. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw. Catch and run on that one. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yards.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas State was able to come away with the victory, but it's not the type of dominant win we've seen in Jonesboro over the years. It is a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Traynor.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Perhaps a touchdown. Tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. The Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Holly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rockets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Makes the catch. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Wants to fire on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. It's complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Rockets! Fitted in the window for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wildcats are on the move. quick handoff. Sweet cut there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Makes the grab. It's Holland. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's a zero. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Rockets with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. It's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Oh, he dropped it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Back to pass, it's Gleason. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right for the big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Trainer. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it...
It's a seam wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 a game, more or less in the first half.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Toledo. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of that.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
With the catch, it's Rudolph. And they swarm him under.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield?
Yeah, like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. First down for this offense. The give out of the gun. Oh, there's the ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
To the air, it's Gleason. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Rockets are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rockets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Gleason. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
To the air, it's Gleason. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's a 0. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Crosby. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running. Thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to lose a yard on that.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Gleason. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's already put 1 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Shotgun snap on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. The Rockets offense is back on the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch. Trying to take it back. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rocket.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's McGowan. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got his man quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Kentucky right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. Oh, touchdown!
Right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All over low on your side.
Kentucky, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that, Brock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Gleason. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a